Televisa presenta.
Hello and welcome to the Televisa News. My name is José Manuel Vidal Espiña and I will be presenting these two news. A new link has been found between the AstraZeneca vaccine and the blood clots. The German, Britain and Norway scientists have found this link, and its main cause is because the activation of the protein FP4. This could mean that the AstraZeneca vaccine could stop until an undetermined time, and the more common range of ages are between 22 and 49 years, about 5 to 16 days after having the vaccine. In other news, the actual president of the USA, Joe Biden, has announced that he will withdraw the USA troops from Afghanistan. After 20 years, the withdrawal will be on September 11 of 2021. This will occur because the peace negotiations and talks have failed, taking over 2,000 US lives and at least 100 Afghan civilians being killed or injured. Also, another point is increasing the military competition with China. 6 weeks ago, India's health minister declared that the country was in the endgame because of the COVID-19 pandemic. On Friday, India reported the world's highest number of new cases on a single day. This has devastated communities and hospitals. Everything is in a short supply: medicines, intensive care bed units, oxygen and ventilators. Bodies are piling up all across the country and in the morgues and crematory homes. After 35 years of the accident of Chernobyl, a new study has found that the sons of Chernobyl, known as the sons of the people that were affected by the accident of Chernobyl, their DNA isn't affected at all. This is a very important experiment and discovery and research, because now we can know better about the important effects of accidents of radiation that can harm us at ourselves and the descendants. Now, with this study of the Professor Meredith Jaeger, we can know that our descendants aren't affected at all but by radiation.
Reviewing the news of sports, starting with football, we have the recent news with the revelation of the European Super League by its founding teams. An annual group football competition to be contested by 20 European football groups. This league was conceived to comprise 15 founding groups being permanent participants, alongside 5 other European football groups who could qualify based upon their performance. This includes the Big Six of England: Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, Manchester City, Manchester United and Tottenham. 3 Italian groups: Inter, Juventus and Milan, as well as 3 Spanish groups: Atlético Madrid, Barcelona and Real Madrid, as the founding members of the European Super League. The competition format was set to involve 2 groups of 10 teams, competing in home and away matches prior in midweek. At the end of the first round, the first 3 who finished in each group were out to qualify for the quarterfinals. The 4 and 5 places teams would then face each other in a playoff match for the 2 remaining places in the quarterfinals. Quarterfinals and semifinals were to be played on a home and away basis, with the finals being played as a single leg fixture at neutral stadium. The Super League has been heavily criticized by the prominent football figures and supporters alike, with Gary Neville leading the fan sentiments with his opposition to the tournament. Gary needs poor greed, and Neville suggesting that sides who have signed the proposals should be punished with a points deduction. Fans for the participant groups led protests against the prevention of the Super League, accusing groups of only caring about the financial reward and not considering the fans. As previously announced by FIFA and the 6 confederations, the groups concerned will be banned from playing in any other competition at domestic, European or world level. and their players could be denied the opportunity to represent their national team. Super League chips were hopeful that the new competition could kick off in August this year. Changing the subject, removing the word esports a bit, we have already confirmed the group of the M side, the Great League of Legends Championships, where the champions of each four leagues participate, which will take part in Iceland starting on Thursday, May 6th this year. In the first group, we have Royal Never Give Up, GAM Esport, Unicorns of Love, and Pentanet GG. In the second group, we have Mad Lions, PSG Talent, Istanbul Wildcats, and Pain Gaming. And finally, the third group, we have Diamond Gaming, which is the current world champion, Cloud9, Infinity Esports, and Activision Focus Me. And that is all for today. I will leave you with my partner for the next section of the newscast. Bye.
Hello, my name is Diego Jenner. I am come to talk about two premieres and the great start in the cinema of King Kong vs. Godzilla. I will start by talking about the two most anticipated releases. One of these premieres is Space Jam and the New Lane, which is about of NBA champion and world icon LeBron, who is trapped in a digital space by EA. So he embarks on an epic adventure with the Tunes. So, LeBron must return home healthy and safe, guided by Bugs, Lola Bunny, and other Tunes. This movie will be out on July 14 in 2021. We'll continue with the next premiere, which is highly anticipated in the games community. Since it's Mortal Kombat movie, it is a martial arts fantasy movie. Since again, this movie will be blurry since each fight. As its name indicates, it will be a duel of death for which each field is not for children under 15 years old. Now, I will talk about the great successful that King Kong vs. Godzilla movie is begin, which is about two of the most powerful forces of the planet inhabited by terror creatures and they face each other in a spectacular combat that shakes the foundation of the humanity. This great film raised in first 5 days or realized 48.5 million of dollars. In just on one weekend, it reached 13.2 million of dollars. TV sets a record at the box office in time of pandemic, giving Hollywood and theater owns hopes that the people are ready to go back to theater, which is respective security for the COVID. Now I leave you with my next partner to close this quality newscast.
Thanks Diego for your recommendations. And now, keeping us in the 7 arts territory, we will talk about its ultimate party. A party, an event, which some Mexican film critics, such as José Corro from the website Filmsteria, have nicknamed as the Super Bowl of the Nerds. And yes, I'm talking about the Oscars. As we know, this year it is different in many aspects, and the Academy Awards are no deception. From its most than a month delay to the change the location to an open one, but keeping the Dolby Theater where usually the event takes place for the entertainment bits, and also forbidding to assist via Zoom to the event or wearing casual clothes. And now normal thing, thanks again COVID. Truly this year the Oscar promised a lot, and not only by the curiosity of how the press are going to interview the people in the red carpet, if are going to be one, of course. Also, we are going to be witness of the 93 edition of a controversial and always funny ceremony of the Academy Awards, that which, due to the circumstances, had to change the way of they choose the nominees and open the doors for a greater diversity of movies. Thanks to these, films such as the fourth subsequent film with a small or no commercial release in movie theaters are going to fight against heavyweights as the Anthony Hopkins starred movie The Father, now available in cinema. On the other hand, let us remember that the awards are not always rewarding what would deserve to win, because we have to remember that the Oscars had a very huge and powerful political charge which guide to the votants of the members of the Academy who vote for win trying to keep the agenda. That's why movies with a lot of politically correct had win instead a little better movies with a direction more neutral or another direction, I guess. In the time we live, the age of communication, in the time we live, the age of communication, thanks to the technology, the things are available for everyone, and we could know how the things are going to change or keep it in silence for a while, a long time, and now it's open, and this is great. This year, a record has been achieved with nomination for people to the minorities, uh, especially people from the African American community, with a lot of nomination, and the Asian heritage people also becoming this year the first year that one woman it is with one Korean woman it is nominated for awards about the acting. Now let's hope this year will be different, and we won't say after the ceremony that it was another year of Oscars so white. Do not forget to tune in this Sunday afternoon the Academy Awards in your favorite channel. And now, in name of my colleagues, I want to say thank you, good night, and have a great weekend. Thanks.